So before looking at overweight, looks like we have to look at nutrition.
Yeah, 100%.
Right. So yeah, let's talk a bit about nutrition. Actually, like it's so easy to follow a good nutrition.
Yeah.
So why aren't we though?
Yeah, it goes
Isn't it
back.
expensive though, man?
Goes back to.
I think that's a big factor there. Because what do you think of this? Yeah, because I was studying this in public health.
Yep.
Like, why so many people are not what do you call it? Healthy.
Yeah.
I don't want to know what you studied. I mean,
He's
this guy
had
who
to-
does it for a living.
I mean, like public health. We do talk about this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just like
So-
on a broader level.
Yeah, on a broader level, right? And then we'll talk about nutrition, and obviously,
He's being nice to Carlos.
all right. So it's like obviously, there's when it comes to economic level, there's different levels, right? You got the lower class, the middle class, and the higher class, right? So and even when you go to Coles, let's say a food that's rated 2.5 or 3 healthy star, that's usually cheaper than something that's rated 5 stars, right?
Yeah.
So then that's why it's like if I am even in the middle class or even in the lower class, I can't afford a 5-star healthy type of nutrition every day at least. I might afford that maybe twice a week, but 7 days, I might not be able to go out there, get the right rich nutrition, you know what I mean? So that's why it's like, can you agree to an extent that the people on the upper
I don't.
upper level?
I don't agree in terms of the expense, like the amount of money. It goes back to education. It's all
100%.
about education.
That was a big factor as well.
The reason people that say it's expensive, I don't agree in terms of that, because I tell you can go to Coles, go to the fresh food area, go to food that's not already made, and you can get get a lot of food in there. You know, go to Aldi, go to the supermarket, go to the market. You know, Daniel Market.
100%.
And it's those people that go to the freezing section, get the pre-made meal straight in the oven, 20 minutes.
No, that's 100%.
I don't think it costs you more money. It just costs you more time because you got to
More
prepare
time.
and stuff.
Yeah,
And
100%.
honestly, anything, business, sport, anything that you want to be good at, nutrition, fitness, and all that, you need to spend time.
You need to spend time.
It makes sense.
So when we're looking at the factors why people are not healthy in terms of nutrition-wise, like you said, education was a big factor, right? So example, like when people come down here, so example, when my family moved down here to Australia, we didn't really care about nutrition, bro. You know what I mean?
It's not a priority.
It's not a priority, right? And then now, and I guess that's another thing. It's like I am too worried trying to understand this. I'm too worried trying to fit in this society. I'm too worried trying to do that. So adding the right nutrition or trying to educate.
I'll question actually that because when you say we didn't worry about nutrition and stuff coming in here, like over there or where we're from, no one really does worry about nutrition like that. Is the food that we eat there just better or what? Or like
Movement is more.
Movement is more.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The food is less processed.
Yeah,
because it's a lot of people grow their own stuff.
yeah.
That's true.
It's not
too.
a Western society, so people growing their own stuff. People, the meat that you're buying, it's not.
It's
you
local.
It's not getting. I don't know what they're feeding. It's
Or
feeding
GMOs and all these kind of things. Like,
It's not. It's not fatty meats or anything like that. You know, if you get fish from, say, you come from an island like where we're from, you get fish that's fresh. You know what I mean? And it all goes to that. And I just think that people, in terms of like, say coming from overseas, like if you see like when back when you were younger, say your Sudanese background, I don't know, this might sound harsh, but you never saw a fat Sudanese kid.
Rarely will be seeing any. Yeah, I don't think
You know
so.
what I mean? You're all athletic, all skinny. You know what I mean?
That's not all skinny.
You get me? What you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That might be a nutrition issue on the other
But
side.
but
But
now,
yeah, I feel what you're
but
saying.
now I see
Yeah.
heaps of
There's heaps.
overweight
Yeah.
kids from from Sudanese background. Yeah. They're the ones that were born here and got into the So it's all about the culture and the education. Like at school, you're not taught. We did health and human development, but are you told this is what you should be eating? Are you told practically this is what you should be eating? Why don't schools go out and give all kids lunch? Not lunch, breakfast. Why isn't it? We pay to go to school. Why couldn't they just add another
bowl of cereal?
You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't say bowl of cereal, but
not fruit, not Fruity Loops or whatever they're called.
Yeah, something like just something, because a lot of kids don't eat
Yeah.
Don't even
100%.
eat breakfast, which is not healthy anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just for me, it just always goes back to education.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely agree with that. I think definitely education, which is why it's like the people that have lack of education,
Yeah,
then it's like, how am I meant to know?
yeah, and they just
Did you-
blame it
did-
on. They blame it on. I don't have enough money. Blah blah blah.
And this.
But the reason they don't have enough money, being straight, is because
They
they're
keep
not
buying
educated
at
enough.
restaurants
Yeah.
and all that stuff as
The
well.
reason they, I don't know if you want to post this stuff, but the reason they on the lowest wage is because their education's not up to they're not
Being
providing-
preyed on, yeah, straight
they're not
on.
providing
Yeah.
the,
It comes back to it. Hey,
Yeah, they're not providing good enough service to the society to get good enough money. Then it all goes. All
that's an
together.
interesting way to look at it, man. In terms of like, it actually does sometimes boil down back to
Yeah,
the fact of
sometimes,
education. Really,
Sometimes,
I mean,
It's really
it is a mix of like,
opportunity. and
opportunity and all that
location.
kind of stuff. It's but like really the lack of the education sometimes is
Yeah.
why some people actually aren't able to elevate. But then there's that now another excuse that some people can be able to use in terms of I'm not educated, I'm not in the position, I'm not in the environment,
Yeah.
How can you make do in where you are?
100%, yeah.
I reckon if you're gonna use "I'm not educated" as an excuse, then you're
smart
just being
enough, yeah.
ignorant because
Yeah,
you're smart
yeah.
enough to
You're
know.
smart enough to know,
Because
yeah.
somebody that genuinely isn't educated wouldn't know
No,
that
wouldn't-
what they don't know.
No, that's,
right?
hey, that's facts, bro.
Yeah,
that's
100%.
facts. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Hey, I should drop a bomb for Noah, man. that was. Hey, to be honest, I should agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think everyone gotta take that step to be educated first.
Yeah.
Like I said, there is so many different factors when it
And,
comes to
yeah,
nutrition. There's
yeah.
not that one factor. It's like people are not healthy because of this.
Yeah.
It's because of this, that, and all. You know what I mean?
And another thing that relates to that is, the step of getting educated. It's very hard to do in isolation. You know what I mean? There's on the internet. There's every information you need to go in the right direction, but it is so hard. Like we've all been through it, where this month we're gonna go hard. We're gonna make sure we eat the right things. Blah blah blah. But then with it, if there's no one to be accountable to, and we don't do it.
Yeah.
And that's only because we're isolated. Like it's our conditioning stops us from actually stepping over and changing that. But I reckon community is so important in terms of going back to health. Yeah, being in a community that, like you guys go to church and you can see that the difference being at church and going back to the world is totally different worlds, aren't they? So that's that community helps you in your spiritual world. It's massive. If you're by yourself at home praying, your spiritual health wouldn't be as strong as you were at church, being around people in a similar, similar vibes.
Iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
It's
So
like,
yeah. Okay, sorry.
No, yeah.
No, you go.
No, that's it. That
Oh,
was
cool.
That's a quick one.
that was just
Cool,
a
cool.
quick ad.
Yeah,
Pop, pop.
quick out. That's it. So yeah, I reckon steps into what we're doing at the moment is we've got a goal of opening up 50 lifestyle centers
Jeez.
in Victoria in the next 2 years, and that will probably help about or impact about 10,000 people.
Wow.
And that's our goal in the next 2 years to do, and hopefully, community. So hopefully, just goes on beyond in that, and people start going to more communities. Community can be like sports clubs, people in that,
Yeah. So
environment.
when you say lifestyle center, is that a gym or is that a hub where you
it's more
get
of a
educated or what is it?
Yeah, it's more of a combination of exercise, nutrition, and mindset.
Right.
So I'll go back to, we've got a philosophy of 20% exercise, 80% nutrition, and 100% mindset, and pretty much means that's the holistic health of that if you want to achieve your level 10 best, that's what you should go by.
You say level 10 best?
Level 10 best.
What's that?
yeah.
Explain that.
Meaning achieving your level 10 best in it could be in any areas of your life. So just striving for the best.
Okay.
self,
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
10,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So so in terms of exercise, we have like a day where we have fit clubs. In terms of nutrition, we have nights. So we have nutrition nights. We have when people get there, they get healthy meals. You see on my Instagram, I always post healthy meals examples. We have shakes, smoothies, and all that. And in terms of the 100% mindset, none of it too can happen without the 100% mindset.
Yeah.
In terms of mindset, we've got personal development sessions. We push people out of their comfort zone to do things, public speaking and help around, the centre. Carlos has been down to our centre a couple of times, and he knows the idea of
I was gonna add on the on the self-development session.
Yeah.
You know, like what I like about it is that you guys begin to focus on the individual now, right? It's like, how can we help you financially? How can we help you with your relationship with people, with your goals and everything? So now it becomes more of an intimate thing. Now, just like me and you, how can I help you, right? Because I like how it's all about nutrition, about workouts and everything. But those stuff has its own days, right? And then there's a day which is Monday, Tuesday now?
Tuesday nights.
Tuesday night. So Tuesday night's the self-development where it's like, it's all about you now. How can you be the next?
How can you improve?
How can you continue to push yourself?
Yeah, 100%.
So I like how it's like you guys are offering all different areas, like helping all different areas. It's not just one area.